All right, hello everyone. This is Josh, also known as Yashu. You're just tuning into another edition of TLOY Talks podcast. You can get this on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Buzzsprout, much more. Definitely check out Patreon. We have like a lot of tiers for like a lot of folks and all that too. So definitely check it out. Definitely check out the content from there. And we're just gonna get it started right here and all that. So we have one of the rising artists in the Toronto GTA music scene right now. Has released like a lot of projects such as Product of My Past. You heard it first. Me versus Me has like singles like Change Me, Generations Cut, Amazing, The Inside, and Go Away. Has co-signs with Keke Baby and The Broken Playground and all that too. So we have YSLV in the cut. How are you doing today, man?
Nice to meet you, bro. I'm good.
Yeah, man. I just checked out the stuff and all that too. Just checked out, like linked up with like Broken Playground. He told me like a lot more about you and just had to like make this work and all that too. Like I think with some of the stuff too, like it has like a melodic alternative like drill sound too, and it's like definitely like amazing to hear and all that. So
I appreciate that. That intro too was kind of crazy. I appreciate that. That's love. But
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just started working with him. He like came to me, to be honest, and was like, "Yo, like, I would fuck with your sound. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting up my stuff again. So like, let's cook, let's work. Like, and like." At first, when you have that, it's like it's somebody trying to help you out, and it's like, you appreciate it, but you still have to feel skeptical because some people are out here to get you, So it's just like I was kind of like, but he definitely like off the rip like showed he was professional, showed he was willing to prove himself. He like worked around my schedule and what I got going on. Like he's definitely like that's fam. Like that's love right there.
100%, man. Like even like from seeing the stuff too, because like I know we were like talking about for a bit too. Like you actually grew up like around like the location where we like shoot the podcast and all that too, and like you also grew up like in like Lawrence too. So tell me like more about that.
I grew up like, let's say Don Mills area. Like grew up with my mom and my sister. Was really just like to myself, really like introverted, I'm saying, like gamer type life, didn't really go outside to watch anime. Then like, I started making friends, going outside a bit. Life was like, it was like chill, regular, average life. You go outside, meet your friends, whatever, ups and downs. But like, for the most part, it was pretty chill. But yeah.
Okay, no, that's facts, man. Because like you like grew up around there, and then I think also you moved to Malton too. So like even like those areas. So what were like the environments like growing up? Would you say like it was a great growing up, or would it be like different?
My childhood definitely wasn't like different. Like it wasn't drastically different from anybody that would like be around the same area or like live like a regular life. Like I just, to be fair, like I was more like out there, like just like outside. Like I tried to get outside. My mom didn't want me outside, but I'd be sneaking out and shit. You know how it goes, like as a kid. But like it just road life. Trying to like live, experience life, see what's going on. Then I moved to Malton in like 2019. 2019. Like started living with my dad, staying over there for a bit, meeting that side of the family. That's what really got me into my like I feel like my adulthood or like my adult phase, like meeting my dad and like seeing that side of the family, like they're rowdy and like they like have this energy to them, but you still gotta love them, so it's like seeing that really gave me this drive or like this different aspect or view on life where I'm like, okay, like there's other things out here other than what I know, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, that's facts. Because like even like those areas too, like I know like Saga, Malton, Brampton, like that whole like PL scene like is like known for the music too, and like even like in the East End too, you have Cardi, you have like a lot of like other artists like too, like that kid, like from like Don Mills and all that too, and like even like the whole like CLE movement and like a lot of like other like scrub artists too. So like were they big for music like growing up at that time too, or were you like not tapped into music around that time?
Like, okay, so I like music is my favorite thing. That's the only reason why I'm here now, right? So it's like I feel like the music then was just like definitely an impact. Like I was really like I feel like maybe I didn't like take in the music as well as I do now. Like I was more just listening to it and I liked it, so it gave me a vibe. So I was just like, yeah, I fuck with this. But it was definitely like an impact in my life. I wasn't raised in the hood, but I grew up around the hood, so it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
definitely like for like you're saying, like the hood tracks, the CLE, the fucking Houdini, the Doobie, the fucking like every end, like, you know, you can think of, we probably had like some type of like tracks going on like to impact where I'm at today, you know?
Yeah, that's facts. I want to actually find out if this is like true or not. So you're actually half Japanese and half Jamaican, right?
Yeah.
So like describe to me like more about this like cultures like being revolved like in your life and, you know, like in your household like in general and all that.
I would say definitely I was more raised like on the Jamaican aspect, like how do I say this? Like it's just we grew up more Jamaican than Japanese. Like, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Like in the sense that like the I don't want to say the aesthetic, but like the way we grew up was more considered like a Jamaican lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So like even too like when I was younger, I used to go to Jamaica like every summer, I want to say, or like, you know, every other summer. So it's like we definitely like had that like, you know, lifestyle in us. But like I definitely do have the Japanese side in me. It's just that I wasn't taught that type of lifestyle, you know? Like I don't really know it too much. So it's like
yeah.
But like yeah, like
that's facts because I know with like Japanese culture, like there's like anime, manga, there's like Japanese food like all over you can eat, like ramen, like sushi, like all that type of stuff too. Like that's like a byproduct of Japan too. So, so I guess like the family, so it was like more like your dad being like I think Jamaican, then like the mom like Japanese, or was it?
My mom. Okay, so technically both sides are Japanese, but my mom would have more. Like it would be closer in the line of my mom's side. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And then after, my dad also has Japanese, but he's more on the Jamaican side.
Okay, cool.
But my mom is also Jamaican as well. So it's like a 50-50 of both.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no, because I never like really like understood that mix. Like I know there's like Jamaican like Chinese people, like half Jamaican, half Chinese, or half Jamaican, half Indo, like that type of stuff too. So like it'll like vary from like culture to culture, like you know, like white Jamaicans, like in that sense too, you know. So yeah,
trust me, we have a lot of like Asian cultures in Jamaica. So it's like, you know, even for me, like when I was younger, like I would see like I'm talking like somebody you would think is like prime Asian, like you would never know he's Jamaican talking patois. And I'm just there like, nah, this is jokes. But like, you know, when you get older, you realize like what's really going on.
Yeah, that's facts. Because like in Shotas, they had the white guy who spoke patois and all that too, which is like kind of crazy. I mean, like even some of the like patty shops and all that too.
Yeah,
there's like actual like Chinese people who were from Jamaica, like grew up like in Jamaica, but they have like Chinese like ancestry, like roots and all that too, like Filipino people as well too. So like that lineage like never like dies down and all that. No, so
yeah, definitely.
Like I know you growing up, you said like you played like video games and like also you were like into like anime like growing up too. So like, what was that like to, you know, like with anime and like video games and all that?
Yo, that I'll say is like that was my life. Like you can never like if you like were to come to me, especially a couple years ago, like when I was younger, and be like, yo, video games, anime, food, and we're just chilling, like the mandem. It's like fuck it, like. That's a prime day for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just a simple kid. Like, you know, I was chill. I was fine with like just being by myself. I was fine with just like, you know, the simple stuff. Like I was really okay with life, how it was. But then too, it's like you get older, so you have to realize, yo, there's certain things you have to get on and like certain things you have to do. So it's like, you know, till this day, I'll probably like play some video games or watch anime, but it's just I feel like maybe my passion for it isn't as strong as it used to be. You know?
True. So like, was it like more like the whole like, you know, Kingdom Hearts or like Grand Theft Auto or like Street Fighter, like that type of stuff too, or was it like you're playing like COD or 2K or like Battlefield and all that?
Everything. I'm talking like from. Okay, put it this way. I wasn't really on PS1 or PS2 like that or whatever. I'm a 2000s baby, so it's like, you know, but like from Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, PS5, Switch, Nintendo, like everything. Like, you know, I'm playing Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, I'm playing GTA, I'm playing COD, I'm playing everything you can think of. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dexter, like yo, trust me, back in the day, like everything.
Yeah, that's facts, man. Too. Yeah, I used to play like I used to play like a lot of like Grand Theft Auto 4. I played like MW2, Black Ops, Saints Row. I used to play like 2K11 like for a bit too, but then I kind of like stopped like within the whole 2K series too, and then
yeah, it's complicated when it comes to 2K. Still, that one's it's messy. Still, we don't like 2K, but we play it.
And then as far as like anime goes and all that too, like I was like into like Pokemon and like I watched like some Azumanga, like Dio and all that, and like I've seen like some Naruto and like that episode too, so it was like pretty good and all that. So yeah, man.
Okay.
As far as like the music and all that too, like what was like the first like introduction to music, like the artists and genres like you kind of like grew up like listening to and all that?
Definitely a lot of mainstream. I'm not gonna lie, but like I feel like okay. For me, like one artist like I followed from since the beginning is probably like Little Uzi. Like I remember like just 2016 was peak, bro. Like anybody you ask today like what year, they'll probably say 2016, 2015, 2017 was peak. Like, you know, but definitely Uzi affected me. I'd say Travis Scott a little bit. I like his sound a little bit, but sometimes it can be, you know. But Drake definitely too, you know, everybody like loves Drake, but like I feel like the thing with Drake though is like he can really play with the music. Like he can really like change it, manipulate it in a way it might even sound the same, but like the way he comes with it just makes it refreshing and different. Like it's so like intricate, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I definitely respect that from him. I see that from him, and I want to get on that type of level.
Okay, that's facts.
So like, you know,
yeah. What did you think of which one, like the one he did with like Central C and all that?
Yeah, definitely perfect. Because I was sitting there and I'm like, bro, this sounds like a song that he's already made. But then after I'm listening to it, I'm like, nah, I don't even care. Like, yo, this is sauce. Like, it's like that's what I mean. Like, he can make something sound so similar, but sauce it so it's just like, yo, it's refreshing and like. Oh, like you're just there, like I don't even care, like yo, this is a vibe, like you know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because I think he went like 2 for 2 right now. Like when I heard like What Did I Miss, like I think that's like the summer anthem of the year and all that. So I think like everyone's like
perfect,
like tuning into that. Like I think like he made that like at the right time. I think which one I think like that's gonna be like that next one that can close off the summer, like start off like the fall for the most part too, and like hopefully like it leads on to like the Iceman album, which will be like very dope and all that. So yeah, man.
I can't wait for that album. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I feel like with society, it's like when you fuck with Drake, it's like they automatically think you're a dick rider or like yo, like you're glazing or oh, you're like this just Drake. But it's like yo, this guy can do some magic when it comes to music. I'm not gonna lie, it's just fuck, like you know.
Yeah, no, that's facts, man. As far as like getting to like rapping music, how did you like get into that? You know, so.
I would say. Definitely, I have to give it to my homies. Like, I was into music, but I never really understood or realized that I can pursue it as something that would really, like, be, I guess, a career. Or, like, I never knew I could just do music and, like, make money and it would work. Or, like, you know, like, but it's just one of those things, like, you know, you're with your homies in the basement, you're freestyling, you're doing whatever. And it's just like, you're like, fuck, like, you know, I'm really like, I'm feeling this now, like, you know, but like definitely my homies, EVG, shout out EVG still. Those guys, they really like brought me to the music scene and were like, yo, like you could, like they showed me you could do this, like, you know?
Yeah, no, that's facts, man. As far as like musical like background history too, like have you ever had like any family or friends like that made like music as well too, or?
Not really. Again, like my like homies were just like I feel like they make music, but it's just like they don't put it out. So it's like I wouldn't consider that in the sense. I don't know, because it's like you're not really like already going through the path, but they definitely showed me like, yo, like in a sense you could, how do I say this? They showed me like, they really just showed me like what is capable of coming from this, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like they're really like the main ones that put me onto this music shit.
That's facts. And like, you know, like even from that, like did that inspire you to become like the same, like the rapper and artist that you are today, or were there like other aspirations that made you want to take this like seriously? You know, like become like a full time artist, like full time like rapper for the most part. You know, so
Definitely. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, because like everybody's like, you know, I feel like actually no. I feel like some people are genuinely good at music from when they start. But like for me, it was like, even if you like hear some of my older songs, like I was genuinely ass when I first started, right? But like I like there's something about it. I liked it. It was like yo, like even just like for me, it's like when I made my own song and I heard it over, like some stuff might didn't sound like on point, but like I could hear the potential. I can hear, like I really learned that I can hear the music, I can hear the sounds, you know? So it's like for me, it was like I'm there and I'm like playing with certain stuff, I'm listening to certain stuff, and then I'm hearing the progress in my music getting better, and I'm like, yo, like I can really, like, you know, I can really do this. I got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know if enough people heard my music, they're going to enjoy it. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I really had a platform, or like if there was just something, just say, here, this is this guy and this is what he is and what he's dropped and da-da-da-da. Like, I feel like, bro, like everybody would fuck with my shit. But, you know, that's just my opinion. That's what really started like the thought process for me of even going down this road, though.
yeah, 100%. And as far as like influences like going all that, like you said, like Uzi was like one guy that you were like definitely like influence like into, and then you know you had like that sort of like influence too, like from that sound. But were there like other genres or artists that you were like mainly like influenced by, like in that sense?
I like every genre, in my opinion. Some more than others, obviously, but it's just like I feel like that's the thing with me. Like, I want to mix all music together. Like, you know, like I want to give a vibe of like multiple different things. Like, I feel like music right now is so like boxed in. It's like nowadays it's like you'll hear the beats and stuff like mixing with other genres and stuff, but like I feel like, yo, music is something that's so intricate and so deep, like, and people aren't using it to the full extent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people aren't. It's like, okay, how do I say this? It's like you have a phone, right? Like you have an iPhone capable of so many things, but you only use it to call, not even message, not calculator, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like that's where music is at this point right now. It's just people are using their phone, but only to call. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like every other artist like making something like every other day and all that too. Because
Yeah.
like nowadays too, we do have like a lot of like platforms that make it easy to find like whatever artist that you could like listen to and all that. Like I mean, with like On the Radar and like From the Block, and I mean we have like Spotify, like Apple Music, where we could find like hundreds of like artists every day, and then we just like find it either from a playlist or from like friends or like the artist like recommendations. Listen to it, and then we give out like our thoughts and all that too. And I mean the blog pages too, and like all these like other platforms are posting every other artist like every other day and all that, and like you're finding like what you can find and all that too. So it just has to be someone that gravitates to your like radar, like in that sense, like you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So
I definitely too feel like, how do I put this? Like everybody just sounds the same. Like you're getting the same shit. You're getting the same everything, beats, voices, vocals, the same pitch and tone, and like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody wants to be Pop Smoke. Somebody wants to be Drake. Somebody wants to be like, you know, Lil Yachty, or like, fuck, like it's just, I feel like nobody's not looking at the music and saying like, hey, like I'm gonna create. It's just you're taking a blueprint, or you're taking something from somebody else and just putting like your own like whatever on it. It's not even like you're using really any thought. You're just taking it and using it how you want to use it, right? But it's like, I don't know.
yeah, for sure. No, that's facts, man. As far as like people that you want to like work with someday, do you have like any in mind and all that? So
I definitely want to work with everybody. Like, you know, I feel like I'm the type of person like, okay, like I will say this. The people that I do want to work a lot with, like the most, I'd say Dave. Oh my God, yo, if I could work with Dave, that guy is like the pinnacle of like rap music for me right now, and just like that whole aspect of like pain and like bars and like, you know what I'm saying? Like they like people say Kendrick's nice, and he is, don't get me wrong, but like Dave, oh my gosh, that's just some peak music right there. Even who else can I say? Who would I want to work with? Obviously Drake. Obviously, I would say Central C. He's definitely another person that's really good. He has that sauce. Like he'll bring you a bop and it's lyrical, but it's like you can play it in the club, or it's like even like outside of the club gym. Like he has that bop vibe that you can't even complain too much about anything, because you're bringing the lyrics, you're bringing the vibes, the energy, the freaking like, you know, deeper thought to it, you know. But I don't know, just I feel like there's a lot of people I'd work with.
Yeah, like from this whole like I think drill set and all that too, like from what you're bringing to, like I definitely see like some of the New York stuff and all that too, with like Chef G, like CB Hollow and all that.
Okay. You know me well.
Yeah, Digga D's like also like a good mix as well too. Dougie B in like B Love, like I do kind of see like that wave as well too. And then I mean you have like Bandman Real and all that, Shawnee Bin Laden, freaking Rocco Ballin, like I think like that would be some like good vibes and all that too. Cash Cobain, Shao Lee, Basswag, like I do definitely see that, like if you're trying to make like that type of like mix and all that too, like Fredo, freaking like even like the Chicago stuff too. I definitely see you with like Vaughn of like 17, like off 1700 and all that too. Like Chucky, like YFG Fatso, like that type of stuff too. I think like that wave could like also be well so too. So
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Even like outside of that stuff, like yo, I want to work with Billie Eilish, bro. She's crazy. Like when it comes to the vocals, like she's just like peak. Like like I don't even know. Like Billie's. I'm talking like
Sabrina Carpenter and all that.
Sabrina Carpenter, like freaking. Oh, what's that one girl?
Like Olivia Rodrigo or something like that.
Olivia Rodrigo. Is that her name? Does she have black hair?
Like Asian girl, black hair. She had this like project called like Guts and all that too. Her projects were like in purple and all that. Like that's her. I mean, also there was another shorty like within that like a whole like pop wave too. Like there's like Gracie, like Abrams, like around that like that episode too. So yeah, that's.
But like, I definitely want to touch that side too, where it's like the more the singing, the melodic,
like the Pink Panthers and all that too.
Yeah, like you know, even like yo, I wouldn't even mind going into like that rock, that like I don't know, it's like metal maybe even, like you know, but like it would have to be a certain vibe. Like it's like I'm taking the metal aspect of it, but at the same time I'm mixing it with like maybe a little hip hop, maybe a little of my own vibe, maybe a little like melodic light, like you know, even just samples or some shit like that. But like I really just want to take everything that I like and see and just like show people like, yo, you guys, like I feel like I'm gonna be the person to like really show people like, yo, you guys aren't even doing anything with music, like you gotta master it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you guys didn't even master music yet. You guys are just talking on the beat, but like that's more for me to show and less to talk about, you know?
Yeah, no, that's facts, man. Like what's like your creative process, like even like when making music, and like what would like a day like in making music or even being in the studio be like?
I'm just vibing, to be honest. Like I'm on the mic, I'm listening, hearing the beat, feeling like I really feel like, instead of like obviously I'm listening, but I'm really feeling like myself, my like heart, my spirit, like my vibe, like what am I talking about today? What is this beat giving me? Like, what is it speaking to me and saying? Like, what ideas does it give me? Like, what does it make me want to talk about? And then after, it's like, once I get a vibe, like, even too, sometimes I'll hear a beat and I already know what I want to do or say, like, in the sense of, like, something will just pop into my head and I'm like, yo, that's fire, let's go. Boom. And I'll just punch in. Like, you know, I'm there feeling the beat. Boom, punch in. Get it off. And then after, feel the beat again, go back in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just straight vibes. I don't really write. I try to, because I know it's good for you, and sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. But majority of the time, I'm just like off the head, punch in, punch out. you know?
Okay, yeah, that's facts. No, it's a good way to kind of go through and like figure out like what's good like at the moment. Like a lot of
Yeah,
artists
yeah.
like do tend to like do that some like have like that whole like pre-written stuff and all that too. But
Hmm.
I was actually watching this like old school like Rio the Young OG interview with like RMC Mike with like No Jumper and all that too, and like he talked about how like he only like punches in like right now and says like whatever's like on his mind too, like
Hmm.
because when he used to do like the whole like pre-written stuff too, like he was like sober, he was like he didn't know like if it like work and all that too, because you'd think about it like you'd write it, but then sometimes it might be like a little bit awkward or it
Hmm.
might be like a little bit off and all that too. So I think with punching in like it kind of helps out like going with the flow, like going with like the
Hmm.
moment too, or like figuring out like a bar from there. Like I was like thinking about as well too, like I had this like line that I kind of wrote, which is like I think got these like these Latinas paying 60, like they're the minute maids or something like that too. So
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
sometimes like something could like work like that too,
Yeah.
So but
Trust me.
yeah.
I feel like, okay, the thing though I will say is like when you punch in versus when you write, it's definitely different. Like it's, how do I put this? How do I say this? It's like you feel like you might not deliver the verse the same way when you're going off the top or like freestyling. It's like you have like a vibe and a flow, but like you can really manipulate and change. Like, you can really manipulate and change the song at any moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you have a written, it's kind of hard to like feel out like how you want to say and do the song. Like you can kind of play with it, but it's easier to play with when you don't have so much structure, I feel like, because it's like you're working within a box.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's facts, man. You also managed to go by like LV, like Wavy, and switch to like your names like YSLV and all the like later on in your career. So how did you manage to like get those like stage names, and what made you decide on switching from like LV Wavy to YSLV?
So LV Wavy was really just my like IG handle from like forever. Like I don't even think I changed it. Like I'm talking like high school days or whatever. Like, you know, when IG whenever it came out. But two is just like, you know, it just people called me LV and like LV Wavy was the handle back then. So, you know, I stuck with it. But my artist name now, like the reason why I chose YSLV is because it kind of had a ring to it for me, I feel like. And it still had like my nickname in it. So it was just like, all right, I can mess with this. And two is just, I didn't really have a specific name I wanted to go by. And like, I liked the ring to it. So I was just like, you know, YSLV. But like, really what it's supposed to stand for is like, you seen LV? Like, have you seen LV? Because more times, like, like, you know, I'm not really out. I'm just like to myself or people are looking for me. But it's just like, you know.
Yeah, 100% too. But like YSL and LV, like it kind of has like a good switch because like like Yves Saint Laurent to like Louis Vuitton, like in that way too. Like there's like a lot of rappers like named like Louis V Gutta or like King Louis and like that type of stuff too, or like YSL like Young Stoner Life and all that too. So like some people like use like YSL like whether like they say like the slime or and that type of stuff too. So but like when you like incorporate two brands, like it kind of like works out too because it kind of has that unique gesture and like it could like play it like both ways too, and like the meaning can like also change too. Like even the whole like YVL thing that Cardi's like doing and all that too, like Young Vamp Life, like you don't know if that's like YSLV or something like that too, or YVLS or something like that too. So some people like can play like with those terms and all the knows. So
yeah, I definitely thought like in my head, like I'm not gonna act like I didn't think it would be good for promotion, but it wasn't. I didn't want it to only be about like, yo, like I have a name that like somewhat matches somebody else. Like, you know, like I'm not out here trying to look for clout. It's more like I fucked with the name. It was like you can call it a good coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like everything together just matched and fit. And I'm like, you know what? That probably will get me like noticed more. But like, fuck, let's do it.
Yeah, no, that's facts, man. As far as like your alternative, like melodic, like drill sound and all that too, like I hear like on like a lot of the songs, like even like from the projects and all that too. So tell me more about that and like what inspired you to work on that specific sound? You know,
Sorry, which song?
like the sound. You know,
The sound?
yeah.
I feel like my sound is just me, like what I like kind of built over the time. Like I definitely know like I like to rap and I like the melodic vibe. I like a mixture of everything. So it's really just like a buildup of me learning and hearing what I liked for myself and like kind of catching a vibe and just like going at it. I never really like took lessons. I never really like, everything's just me just off the top, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. But like even when I'm making my music, it's just like I'll find a beat that I really like and just vibe out on it. You know what I'm saying? Even some of my albums or like EPs or whatever, it's like I didn't really have a specific vibe to it. It's just a bunch of songs that I made that I really liked. And like I thought they would go well together. But Two Product of my past was kind of like more structured in that way, where like it did kind of have a vibe, but like again too, some of the songs were just like, yo, like I think these go well together. This would be like a fire, like build up, transition, whatever. And I just put them together and put it up,
Okay, that's facts. So like even with these like projects too, because you have like Product of My Past, which is like your more like recent one. Like you heard it here first, then like Me versus Me. So like the creative process and inspirations for those, like what were like they like at the time, you know?
It was really just me having fun, like trying to like be an artist and musician, like, like really trying to strive for something I wanted and liked and enjoyed. And like I definitely knew and thought like once I get to a certain point, like I'm just gonna enjoy this. Like this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be, right? So it's like really just me going through my life journey and building up as an artist to just like really figure out what I want and need and who I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's just like it's just like a whole like bunch of the buildup and extra shit and just all the like messiness in my life just really like coming out and like being expressed like in a way that like I felt like it was just like sounded good, I guess you could say,
Yeah, 100p man. Nah, I definitely agree as well too. And like I guess it's like the same for like all the other stuff too, because like you have like Change Me, Generations, Cut, like the Inside, like Go Away too. So like it kind of has like that same vibe, like in that way too. And like you've worked a lot with like Keke Baby and all that too. Like we already also talked about the whole like the broken playground thing too. But with Keke Baby, who's like a very like interesting act like with the sound too. Like how did you like link up with her and like tell me more about your friendship and like working relationship with her and like even like making music with her.
That's my dog still. That's my dogs. That's my dog. That's my dogs. But linking up with her and how we met was really funny actually, because it was when I met my dad's side of the family, which is kind of ironic. She kind of knew them first because my cousin brought her around my dad's side of the family a lot. So it was just like, she was linking up. And then when I linked up with my dad's side of the family, we had a family reunion and she was there. So it was like, we kind of like met each other and we're like, oh yeah, cool. Like, like, well, obviously this is my family, but, like this is your family. Like this is like us meeting for the first time. It's nice to meet you, whatever, not. But then after, it's just like over time we really clicked and like became friends. 10-2 was just like, yo, like I was doing the music thing and like she was into the music too, but it's just like back then we didn't really like know each other were into it like that. So then after, over time, we kind of just build that connection. We're like, yeah, like we're doing this, like, like we're going to the studio now. We're like, we're in like, even if it's not the studio, we're in my like computer room trying to like, mess around and make our own stuff at home. Like it's just like very different stuff, But like, yeah, that's my dogs for real.
Yeah, no, that's facts. Like I think with her, like it's like interesting too because like I do definitely expect like a lot for like a lot of artists to have like that shine too and all that too. I think like she will get that shine soon, like one day too. Like I feel like her sound is like very distinct and like unique with like the industry too. It's like it's like from like even like listening to the songs. It was like my first time like hearing like more about her too. But I feel like she has like something that could like definitely like blow her up like even like more into and all that. I think like there should be like a lot more promotion too. So hopefully, like she does like get that someday and all that too. And like wishing nothing but the best, But
I'm not gonna lie, like she would turn up Toronto. Like I feel like I can't say she's underrated because she's not really known yet, but it's like, oh, like yo, I hear her music sometimes and I'm like,
yeah, it's like sick.
Yo,
it's like
what are you doing? Like even too, there's a song right now, like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna out her shit. Well, like there's a song right now that I'm waiting for her to drop and work on, like, because it's half a song, right? So I'm like, why haven't you finished this yet? Like, bro, I need you to come with the finished track because it's like, yo, I need this myself, even if you don't drop it. But like, it's just, bro, she has some talent still. I know she's about to like turn up the city just now still.
Yeah, no, that's facts, man. Even like as far as like the whole like Toronto Canadian like music scene and all that too, like how do you like feel about that? And do you feel like there should be some changes on the direction of the scene and all that?
I definitely think one thing we need to do is stop all this street shit because it's like some of you niggas don't even live that life. Like I just, in the sense of like, for example, like there can be a young kid, 13, just acting like he lives a certain lifestyle and it just like, it puts him in a bad position, But I feel like we just need to stop beefing and like kind of come together and like make our city good, Kind of just, yeah, it's just really like the beef. We got to work together. We got to like kind of like, stop being afraid to like help our people get up. Like, I feel like, yo, when you are from Toronto and it's like, some people say like, yo, can you put me on? Or like, da-da-da-da-da. It's like, I get why people look at it like, yo, I'm not even trying to help you. But at the same time, it's like, in order to build our community and like really change things for the better, so that way the reason why you're saying, yo, I know I'm not going to help you becomes I will help you because this is not happening anymore, is in order for us to help people. Like, you know what I'm saying? The reason why people are even sliming in the first place and doing certain stuff is because like they need help. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody somewhere needs help. Like even if it's just minor things, you know what I'm saying? So we just got to really like buckle down, be nice to people, like be more of a community and just help out,
Yeah, no, that's facts. Because like even like when you look at like the entertainment like industry too, like let's say like in Hollywood or like let's say like all the other stuff too, like there is like the whole like support team, like the support staff, like producers, engineers, like people like in the media and all that too, like venue owners, like that type of stuff too. They have to be like hands-on with like a lot of stuff too, so they have to like work twice as hard to make sure everything like goes well to like even like release like these like products too and all that too. So I think like being kind and like also like making sure like people are good like also like helps it like a long way to like respect like all that type of stuff too. And like even when I was like talking about it like on like other stuff too, like there was like I think a comment section where I think I saw like this like mainstream artist like acting weird towards like someone like in the media too, and like I called it out on it, and like some people like feel like like the artist is like that high and all that too. Like the interviewer is like not as like important, like do like
yeah, I get that.
And like I mean like there's like boundaries like in a way too, like like everyone like has boundaries, like artists too, and like even like people like in the support team too, like they have like boundaries too. So I think that should be like respected like in a way too and all the no. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I feel like just at the end of the day, it does come down to respect. Like you just have to respect people, their boundaries, and everything they stand for,
Yeah, no, that's facts. And when we even like talk about the whole like beefing and like also like the drama going on in Toronto, do you feel like there's a crab in the bucket mentality with like blogs not supporting or answering DMs, or like engineers like picking sides and all that too?
I don't know about engineers picking sides. I don't know. Like, I guess at the end of the day, if you're going to pick a side, you're allowed to do that because it's like, it's your life. You're allowed to choose who you hang out with and whatever not. But I definitely do feel like it is a crab in a bucket thing. Like it's really like once people make it, especially in Toronto, I feel like a lot of them, like, it's like this whole bougie thing. Like, I don't want to say like, they're just, oh, fuck you. And well, some of them are, but it's just like, even too, it's like, you can be somebody that made it in Toronto and just like a regular person saying, yo, walking up to you saying like, yo, keep doing what you're doing for the city. I like rate your shit. You're funny as fuck. Da da da. People make it seem like that's a bad thing. Like, yo, you're glazing. Or, yo, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you like doing the most? Like, it's like, bro, I'm trying to give a man his flowers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely think it's like nobody wants to give people their flowers, but nobody wants to admit certain things. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody wants to see another man win. But it's just like you really can't be holding on to shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's facts. Because I think, like, even in those situations too, it's like, everyone like goes through like a lot of things too. So like, they expect like support like equally as well too. But it does take time to actually get to know the person. Like, as you said, like you want to like appreciate like whenever you can. Like it has to be like genuine. It can't be something that's like forced too. So I think like nowadays too, people do expect like more forced stuff than anything like genuine too.
Yeah.
And then it kind of like makes it hard to feel like what's like genuine versus like what's being like forced and all the two. So
Yeah, I hear that. I feel like I'm a person that deals with like certain shit. Like there's a lot of people around, or like I'm in a big crowd of people, like for the example the mall or some stuff, and it's really busy. Like I get anxious, I guess you could say, or like really like like not, I don't know, just very like on guard, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I get that aspect of it, but it's just like we just gotta like step forward and step past it, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's working on their way to grow and try and like become something or somebody that's like important to their life, you know? But I don't know, I just feel like there's different ways to go about stuff. Like, like we don't have to like people like feel like there's one way to do it and then they're set on this way. Like they don't even want to hear any other ways. They don't think there's any other ways. Some people might like entertain other ways, but they just genuinely don't know. So it's just why we got to spread the knowledge and stuff. One, but two, just we can't be locked in on just one way. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to really like, it's even like, for example, when you're making money and stuff, you have to branch out and make money multiple ways. Otherwise, it's just like, what if this one job crumbles and it's like, then you're not ready for whatever else happened.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's facts, man. Like even like I was like thinking about this like too, like lately, like with the beef going on in the world and like stuff going on too. So like there have been like random acts like of violence, like in the city too, with the grandmother like being stabbed like in the East End, and then also the kid getting like stabbed in the McDonald's, and like both of them like passing away too. So do you feel like even like the culture of the music like in Toronto and like all the other stuff has affected like the way people move and behave, like even like with the younger generation?
Everywhere has like their like dangerous areas, and like because it's like it's not like New York and like all these other places aren't having their like stuff, and it's like it's not like they're not all rapping about drilling and music and stuff. So I can't just say only Toronto, but like I definitely feel like we're like Toronto is a crazy place because like other places are dangerous and about the smoke, but like I feel like we're about the smoke. Like everybody's just beefing and like whatever not. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like we have trolls too. Like Top 5's out here trolling. People are out here trolling, trying to like, like fuel the flame, and it's just like, bro, like it's not helping. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I don't really know too much about other people's beefs, but I feel like if you were to go to New York or like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, people are trolling, but like they know when to take certain shit serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but like it's definitely conflicting and complicated because I don't know too much about what other places are like, but I definitely feel like Toronto is one of the places that are more like dangerous or in a scary situation because of that stuff, you know?
Yeah, 100p. Like I remember you talked about like having like anxiety for a bit too, like for some of like the topics like, earlier too. So how do you like deal with it as a person in your position, like even with like everything going on like in life and all that too? Do you feel like it's like very like overwhelming, or do you feel like you can like mitigate it like well and all that?
It depends on the situation. I'm getting to the point where like I'm definitely like on my mental journey and like my life where it's like I'm dealing with things and I'm getting better at them and I'm fighting through them. Where it's like, even for that example, it's like I have control over it to a certain extent. Like, I guess it's just really my social battery too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes like I'll go out and I'll be fine, but like I might need to sit down or step away from the group or some shit to just recharge, or like sometimes I'll go out and I'm fine. Like I'm just having straight fun. It just really depends on the night. But like two, I guess it's just like I really need to stop worrying about what other people are thinking and kind of just worry about myself, like or just stop being in my head about certain things.
Yeah, not 100%. We do have like the last like couple questions for a bit too. So for people that like want to like check out like your stuff and all that for the most part too, like name like free songs in your catalog that you want to like recommend to people for that might have not heard about you before that would like to know more about you, like when they want to like listen to it on Spotify or Apple Music on like YouTube and all that, you know. So
Okay. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna say this. For people that want to listen to my music, in my opinion, if you want the hardest lyrical track I have, I feel like personally that is Phases with me and Keke. That is her track, but we are both featured on it. That is one of my favorite songs. Favorite album, I would say like Product of My Past, definitely because it's my latest one and it really showed my like experience on it and how much better I've gotten at music. And two, it's like, you know, really like me. If you want to go into some of my older stuff, definitely Change Me for singles. You Heard It Here First is definitely good. For how would I say that? Like, you know, like a little vibe, a little bop, but like me on my journey, figuring out and experiencing who I want to be as a musician. But definitely, I'll say my favorite songs are Phases. Let's see, Phases. For Clout, and probably Do the Most is up there too. And the last one I'll say is Raise Your Yaya. If you're somebody that like maybe is in the street life or isn't into the street life but like wants that vibe of just that Raise Your Yaya. I'll give you that one. That one's definitely like, you know, one of my favorites.
all right, Hundo B man. So what do you have going on next, like for the rest of the year in terms of any music, any great projects and so forth? And do you have any like closing remarks you like to say and all that?
New music on the way for sure. I'm thinking of doing a few things. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I'll say this. Probably a deluxe for POMP. Album, I don't want to say on the way. We're working on some stuff, but it might take some time. You never know. Things may change. I will say, for anybody out there that likes my music, go listen to EVG. I'm not gonna lie to you. Same type of vibe in the sense that like they're really carrying the energy. You know what I'm saying? EVG. Sleepy is the name of the song. That's one of them. That's one I'd really recommend. And definitely go listen to Keke Baby too. She's carrying shit right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. She's carrying shit on her back.
Yeah, nah, 100p man. Yo, YSLV. So dope having you on, man. Like great conversation, great like knowledge about you and like your background and everything else too. And like it's amazing to hear and all that. And I really like realized like that growth and all that too from the start to now. And like I wish like nothing but the best and all that for you, you know. So
I appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie. It's nice to meet you. You guys are amazing. Like definitely friendly and open. I appreciate all the welcome energy you've given me.
Yeah, that's facts, man. Like I really appreciate like either way too, and like even like with the whole team as well too. And we wish nothing but the best. So either way, all right, yo. This is Josh, also known as Yashu, with another episode of the TLOY Talks podcast. You can get this on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Buzzsprout, much more. Patreon as well too. Definitely check out YSLV's music on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Deezer, much more, and all that. Definitely check out some of the stuff too. Product of My Past out now. Like definitely like tune in, and it's a vibe and all that too. So. This is Josh, also known as Yashu, with YSLV, signing off, you know.
Thank you. Have a good day.